If or when, these two little words look almost the same, and learners swap them every day. But they do not mean the same thing. Change one for the other, and you change what you are telling people about the future. In the next few minutes you will learn one simple test that gets it right every time. Here is the plan. First, the core difference. Then a one-question test you can run in your head in about a second. After that, the form, including the rule that stops most learners, why we do not put will in the if clause. Then the special uses, the 5 mistakes I see most often, and a short quiz so you can check yourself. Everything starts here. If means you are not sure. The thing may happen, or it may not. When means you are sure it will happen. The only open question is the time. Listen to the difference.
If it rains, I'll take a taxi.
Maybe rain, maybe no rain. Now the other one.
When it gets dark, I'll take a taxi.
Darkness is certain. It comes every single day, so we use when. Look what happens with one identical sentence.
If I see her, I'll tell her.
That says perhaps our paths will cross. I am not promising anything.
When I see her, I'll tell her.
That says I am going to see her. It is arranged, or it is simply certain. Only the time is unknown, so if you use when here, you are making a much stronger promise than you may realize. Here is the test. Before you choose, ask yourself one question. Am I sure this will happen? If the answer is yes, use when. If the answer is no, use if. Try it with these two.
When I finish this course, I'll take the exam.
Am I sure I will finish the course? Yes. So when?
If I pass the exam, I'll celebrate.
Am I sure I will pass? No. Nobody is. So, if. 2 sentences, 1 test, and it takes you about a second. Now the form, and this is the rule that trips almost everybody up. After if and after when, we do not use will, even though we are talking about the future. We use a present tense. The will goes in the other half of the sentence. So, not if it will rain, I will stay home. Instead,
If it rains, I'll stay home.
and not I will call you when I will arrive. Instead,
I'll call you when I arrive.
1 will per sentence, and it is not the one after if or when. Here is the pattern in a table. If or when plus a present tense comma, then will plus the verb. And notice the last line. You can also use the present perfect after when. When I have finished, I will send it to you. That version stresses that the first action is completely finished before the second one starts. It is very natural in speech. I want to be honest with you about one exception because you will hear it. Will can appear after if when it is not about future time at all. When it means willingness or a polite request, it is allowed.
If you'll follow me, I'll show you to your table.
That is a polite invitation, not a prediction. It is formal, and it is rare. For everyday future sentences, keep the main rule, no will after if or when. When has a second job. We use it for things that are always true and for habits. Here both halves of the sentence are in the present and there is no will at all.
When water reaches 100 degrees, it boils. When I drink coffee at night, I can't sleep.
In this kind of sentence, if it is also possible and the meaning is very close, but when sounds more certain, more automatic, every time, without fail. When also points at real past time. Listen.
When I was a child, I lived near the sea.
That childhood really happened. It is a time, not a condition. Compare it with if.
If I was rude, I apologize.
Now it is a condition. Maybe I was rude, maybe I was not, and I am not sure. That is a real difference in meaning, so choose carefully when you talk about your past. Two useful cousins. Whenever means every single time, without exception.
Whenever I feel tired, I go for a walk.
If ever is the opposite feeling, it may happen once, it may never happen at all.
If you ever need help, just call me.
That is a warm, generous offer precisely because it says probably you will not need me, but I am here anyway. Add even, and both words get a stubborn flavor. They both mean this will not change my plan.
Even if it rains, we'll go.
Rain is only a possibility there, and I am saying it would not stop us.
Even when it rains, we go.
Now rain really does happen regularly, and we still go. Same attitude, different certainty. There is a third use of if that has nothing to do with conditions. If can mean whether in indirect questions. I do not know if he is coming, and I do not know whether he is coming are both correct. But whether is not always replaceable after a preposition such as on, only whether works, and directly before the word to, again, only whether works. If you are ever unsure, whether is the safer choice, because whether fits everywhere that it fits, plus these extra places. When is also a question word, and here the danger is word order. In a direct question, we invert when does the train leave, but the moment that question goes inside a bigger sentence, the inversion disappears. Not do you know when does the train leave? Instead,
Do you know when the train leaves?
subject first, then verb. Normal order. This one small change makes your English sound much more controlled. A quick punctuation point that examiners do notice. If the if or when clause comes first, put a comma after it. If it comes second, you do not need a comma at all. That is the whole rule, and it works the same for both words. Here are the mistakes I hear most. Number 1, when I win the lottery. Unless you are extremely confident, that should be if. Number 2, the opposite problem. I will text you if I arrive. If you are definitely arriving, that if sounds strange, almost worrying. Use when. Number 3, if you will need help. Drop the will. Number 4, a comma when the clause comes second. And number 5, keeping question word order after when inside a longer sentence. Time to check yourself for gaps. Pause the video now, say your answers out loud, and then start it again. Remember the test. Am I sure this will happen? Let us check. Number 1. If it rains tomorrow. Rain is not certain, so we need if. Number 2. I will call you when I land in London. The plane is landing whatever happens, so when. Number 3. When I was a child. That is real past time, not a condition. And number 4. If the shop is closed. Present tense because will never goes in the if clause. How many did you get? Now make them yours. 5 sentence starters. Finish each one out loud about your real life. Do not just read them in your head. Speaking them is what moves a rule out of your notebook and into your mouth, and that is the part most learners skip. Let us pull it all together. If means not sure, when means sure, and only the time is open. The test is one question. Am I sure this will happen? Never put will after if or when. When also covers habits, general facts, and real past time. Whenever means every time. If ever means rarely or never. And if can mean whether, but not after a preposition, and not before to. Nice work. One question, 1 second, and the choice is made every single time. Try it today in a real message to a real person, and it will start to feel automatic. Thanks for watching Beemaster 79, and I will see you in the next lesson.